There is this racial myth about male black bodies and Western fortune. Give them what they want to see to get what you want. The male black man has a black organ that attracts curious white gold, hence the creation of local beach boys, also known as bumsters. Now, bumsters variously indulge in a web of sexual activity, particularly with foreign tourists, due to narratives about their sexuality and the myth of superior sexual performance. But on the other hand, you can't stick out the fact that there is a rising group of individuals that have this image or idea of wealth sitting in the West, that it is a dream destination flowing with milk and honey, and it is physically represented by the toobab, a local label for Westerners or white foreigners. Now, this high fantasy of wealth formed the aspiration of the youth to travel to abroad, and sexual activity with the toobab is the ticket out of Africa's hardship and scarcity. It is not surprising to see local boys in the Gambia walking hand in hand with middle, if not well beyond middle-aged women.
Why are Gambian men so interested in them?
Probably to get to England. But the ones I've met, I've just told them straight, you know, you've got no chance of getting to England, and I've had like a good relationship with two of them.
So when are you off on your next Gambian holiday?
Hopefully November.
Yeah, we're booked already.
Yeah.
Listen, it obviously makes the two of you happy.
Oh, it does.
You carry
I recommend
on enjoying
it.
Well,
All
I'll
the
tell you what,
ladies.
you two should not be short of company, because you're very good company. You're great fun together there
Thank
as well.
you.
Thank you.
Lovely talking to you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now, they call the men bumsters in the Gambia, a term used to identify male prostitutes. Bumsters are everywhere in the Gambia, the beaches, the nightclubs, but the recent updates are the number of women in Western countries traveling for purposes to use and take advantage of their services.
I'm a poor guy, you understand? I don't want to marry to a poor Gambian.
If you
To be honest, it's something that I didn't expect to come across my feed in my travel stories, nor is it a story that you ever hear make the news, but it's here. To many people, the idea of a gigolo is almost amusing, whereas female prostitution is seen as a serious issue. Majority of people often joke about the male version of being the perfect profession. Unlike the sad stories you hear of desperate women looking to earn a living when it comes to female prostitution, as well as stories of bumsters taking advantage of lonely European women, it would seem the situation in Gambia is quite different, as many British women troop to the country to get a piece of the pie with the experience of having romantic relations with young Gambian men. And in the story that I watched online, many young men enter into services like these for the reasons of looking for a way out of the harsh conditions of life here in Africa. But who are we to judge, right? Sometimes all what these women need is companionship with no attachment. And these bumsters' choice of how to make a living, right or wrong, is very subjective, as long as no one is hurt in the process.
we meet because I meet her once in Gambia. After then, yeah, her loved me. Yeah. And then he came Gambia again and start asking me. Sometimes he give me some money. Sometimes he send me 200 pounds, 300 pounds for my living, you know.
Remember a Dutch girl? I told you I met.
Okay.
Previously, it was a long time. Marieke is from Holland.
Marieke, yeah.
She was very beautiful, tall and sexy. And we always have fun, touching, you know.
Yeah.
It was romancing, yeah.
Yeah. So would you say that you fell in love?
Yeah, of course. I really love her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you tell her that?
I did.
They don't mind being tamed to white grannies. They look at how much they will earn by making them happy in any way they want. It is actually difficult to go along the beach as a visitor from Europe without getting a marriage proposal. The "Can I marry you?" comes with showers of compliments on the true Gambian experience in bed.
I like you to speak. My brother like you. Thank you so much.
Considering the fact that these stories aren't making the headlines yet, it would seem there hasn't been any major concerns about the way of life. Now, while you're living in Africa, you know how many people can be judgmental. And a lot of people have this philosophy that judgment is for the weak, and unless you have walked in someone else's shoes, one has no right to pass judgment.
Gambia, as much as we do promote and market the beaches and all that other stuff, you know, it is being marketed as a, you know, place for easy sex. I really think it's poverty. A lot of them, you know, are just doing it in the name of seeking better opportunities, expectations from that of a party, which is really messed up when you really got to rely on somebody else for survival, no matter who it is.
I will not stay in this country more than 2 months, 3 months. Because if I stay in this country 2 months, 3 months, I will be going mad.
The tourism board in Gambia has a stark warning for British tourists. The West African country says British women should stop coming to the country looking for flings with younger men. That's a euphemism. The director of the tourism board there has suggested he wants to send what he calls promiscuous pensioners packing, as the country wants to attract what were described as quality tourists who come to enjoy the culture instead of sex.
I really do care for this young man. Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
He's a nice guy. He likes all the bits. That's good. You know when you get someone who likes the bits. Now I used to feel what do they call it? Confident.
Self-conscious.
Yeah, self-conscious, not confident. I mean, you can come to Gambia and realistically find love, but on the right basics.
And this is my opinion, that bumpsters can be an issue, especially if you're a foreigner walking down the beaches alone. Now, bumpsters make certain people feel insecure. People become worried about their safety, and it can easily get annoying with their constant persistence.
The tourism board in Gambia has a stark warning for British tourists. The West African country says British women should stop coming to the country looking for flings with younger men. That's a euphemism. The director of the tourism board there has suggested he wants to send what he calls promiscuous pensioners packing, as the country wants to attract what were described as quality tourists who come to enjoy the culture instead of sex. Well, sex tourism took hold there after the launch of budget package tours in the 1990s, with reports of young Gambian beach boys often seen assisting older female tourists, some old enough to be their grandmothers.
And anybody going abroad to try and coerce somebody into having sex, to try and pay them for sex, that's exploitative and shouldn't happen. I think it's a different kind of morality. And, the same applies in an age of female equality. Let's hold women and men accountable to the same standards. So just as it's not okay for men to go over to Thailand, I know that's a very common country to procure younger children for sex, just as it's not okay for men to go to wherever to procure young women for sex and to pay them, the same standard applies to women.
Now, as a tourist or traveler in the Gambia, it is something that you should know. Many women travel to the Gambia to buy into their service, and you really can't judge the women who travel to find companionship, even if they pay for it. Now, it is a choice. It is an interesting case study, so do share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. Rohel TJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.